So you, my friend, should introduce yourself. Tell me who you are and where you're from
Uh,
and how you got to this point.
I am the Easter Bunny, and I
That's
am here to
terrifying.
rule the earth and take all you captive. It's over. No, I'm never mind. Never mind the damage done from a place called Thunder Bay, and yeah, I've been doing hip hop in Thunder Bay for a few decades now, and with a lot of different bands, and Yes Men was one of them, and that's the album I am promoting today and forever.
Right on.
So
Well, what? Why don't we just start with that right away? Like, actually, we should start by saying that this is your first ever live interview, is it not?
yeah. Am I doing it right or? Uh,
I, so far, I think we're doing just fine,
okay,
but we're literally a minute and 9 seconds into the interview, so
okay.
I guess so.
It's my virginity is being taken live.
Sweet. I've never done this before.
Well, it doesn't
So,
hurt yet. So I like it so far.
well, we try to be pretty relaxed and comfortable and just kind of shoot the shit and have a good time. Usually, we try to do this in-house as much as possible, but all this lockdown bullshit hasn't made it very easy. So hopefully next time we get to do this with you, we're live from somewhere. One of us will come to you, or both of us will come to you, and we'll do an afternoon.
I actually feel bad because this COVID thing has been here for a while, and I'm like still first time on this. So
Well, that's okay. There's a first time for
there's a
everything,
first
and it
time
doesn't
for
have to
everything.
be. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be the last time. So, yeah, no, we'll definitely do this right. So, okay, so before we get into the album or anything like that, you have Deep Cave Productions / Records. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's a friend of mine, Big Bear. He had a label started in Winnipeg a long time ago.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should probably start from the beginning, right? Like when I
Sure.
met
Yeah.
you and
Let's
everything.
do
Okay.
that.
Well, I'd say about 1998, it would probably all come down to that year because that's what made me calm down. Like I was always into hip hop as a kid. So I was born in 1978. So by 1998, I would have been like 20 in my 20s at that time. And I had my first son, well, my only son, Dante. And I guess at that time, I moved out to Vancouver with his mother. And like to make a long story short, I ended up with full custody. And I didn't try and take this child at all. Like the mother didn't even show up for court or nothing. So I ended up coming back to Thunder Bay. So, that really like made me adult out and stuff like that. And at this time I was like really scared of computers. I didn't know them, but I was staying home with my son, cooking meals, changing diapers. And, so I started playing with this computer and I ended up just learning how I had a couple friends. They taught me how to make beats and stuff and instrumentals. And I just took to that, that was my muse, I guess, to get me through life, just playing with music and doing that stuff. And some friends at the time asked me to do a freestyle battle a long time ago. And I was like, oh, who's going to show up? I don't want to be in this battle. I don't want to battle a whole bunch of little kids and feel bad about it. And they're like, well, why don't you judge it? And I'm like, okay, I'll judge it. I ended up videotaping this, but I got it on old 9mm tape. I actually got to find a new camera for that because I got a bunch of old stuff too. But anyways, the battle, and this is where I met a lot of the rappers that were while we were even on the album, or Royalty himself at this battle. I was judging it, and I'm like, who is this guy killing this battle? Like, this is amazing. There was actually a bunch of rappers in that battle a long time ago that were really good, but so I met T, and I was like, well, you got to come back. I'm usually at home with my kid at nights, and, after he goes to bed, you can come over and we can, rap and get to know each other. You're pretty good, like you like me, I like you. Let's fucking rap, but, and we just really just started recording. We didn't know what we were doing. It wasn't no one helping us. We just started recording. I remember the first time I used a mic in a cardboard box. Oh my God. A long time ago. Probably still have that song on a hard drive somewhere. Hilarious stuff. Yeah, and I don't know, we did the Yes Men album first, and that was 2 decades ago. So it kind of went on every decade when we dropped albums with this guy. And Royalty, like, he was around. So me being a single father, this guy would like hang out with me and my kid. You know, my kid, there'd be music in the house and stuff, but he was always good. He wasn't one of those rowdy drunks or anything. Like, he'd go to work every morning. He still worked, you know, like he was a good guy. And, you know, like, he was around for that kid's whole life. It was funny. He would leave, you know, time to time, but we'd have those friendships where we wouldn't talk for 3 years, but nothing would change as soon as we'd hang out again. It was cool like that. I still have those friendships with some people. His brother, you know, a lot of people like that. Always been good like that. I don't hold grudges or hate on people or have beefs or, you know, get jealousy or nothing. Look at how good looking I am. I don't get jealous.
It's a lot easier to just flow when it comes to people, you know, as far as I don't know, as far as the way, like, hang on, let me rephrase that. I smoked too many joints before we started this interview.
Oh, we did, yeah.
It's nice to just go with the flow of people and life and kind of go with the ups and downs instead of getting angry about things, holding grudges, like you said, stuff like that. It makes for better relationships, and no matter what people go through, it keeps you close with people. Kind of like low maintenance friendships, you know.
So. I work a shitty job for shitty pay, but I just tell myself every day, it just makes me stronger. You know, like, I'm getting stronger. I try and look at things positive, you know, and I am getting stronger. You know, I feel better every day. But you know, yeah, positive. It's good. Why waste your time? You know, you are your own king, so, or queen for that matter. You know, you are your own temple. So why slow yourself down by, you know, just doing simple stuff like being depressed? Or I'm not saying that it's, you know, people shouldn't be, but myself, you know, that's how I work on it. I'm always positive. I noticed. Maybe that's crazy or something. I don't know, but it works.
Well, mindset is a big deal. You know, mental health is something that's a big deal right now. It seems to be something that comes up on every single one of our shows.
Of course.
We try not to repeat too much on the shows, but mental health seems to be something that comes up consistently. So we try to talk about it when it does come up. And that's something I've noticed about a lot of us, is that we use the music as an outlet for us, you know, as far as mental health goes.
Oh, of course.
And it's nice to have balance. You know, some people see it as crazy. Other people see it as, you know, over therapy or whatever. But if you do what works for you and there's balance, you know, you got to keep doing that.
I think there's room for everyone. You know, like, when I hear music and stuff, I've never really hated on anything, to tell you the truth. Like, you know, there's things that are maybe give me heart aneurysms and stuff, but, you know, like, you know, I still like Tool. No, I'm just joking. I do. Yeah. Oh, I love Danny. Wow, man, I've just been watching his drum solos lately.
I got to meet him at the Opera House.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
I didn't even know it was him. He bought, like, when I was drinking, a friend of mine and I drove up to Toronto with money for scalp tickets. We didn't have enough money for 1 ticket, let alone 2 tickets. And this little guy walks up to us and hands me this little folded, piece of paper. I open it up, and it was actually a perfect circle. It wasn't Tool.
Okay, that's his other band there, or the lead singer's other band.
Yeah, so it was kind of like the end of the movie Detroit Rock City. We were the last 2 into the Opera House.
Okay.
Right? The scene at the end of the movie, they beat the shit out of each other, and then they're like, some guy stole our tickets, and they let them in. Yeah. Well, that's what it was like for us.
Really?
So yeah, so we get in, we get down to the floor, we watch the show. After the show, we're sitting at the bar, we're talking to this guy. He buys us a couple beers. This little guy comes back and he's like, you know, that was Danny Carey, right? And we had no idea who this guy was. He was Maynard's publicist who gave us the tickets and told us that
Wow.
yeah, so I ended up going and getting my ticket signed and hung out with him for a bit, kept the beer cap and all that stuff.
Well, that was my whole night last night. I actually just watched drum sets by that guy with my jaw on the floor.
He's fucking amazing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've listened over time, but I've never actually watched them.
Yeah. What else do you listen to? Like, what other bands?
I just listen to everything. And to tell you the truth, I had to tell my Tool friend last night that I was sorry. I had to tell him I was sorry because I listened, but I never listened to the band. You know what I mean? And that last night I actually listened to the band and I was like, whoa, these guys are really good. Like really good. Like that. Wow, this is intense here.
Yeah, they're
it's kind of funny today. I was telling him, hey man, I'm sorry for not knowing how good they were.
That's so funny. I think my favorite song, like Tool has tons of great songs.
I remember them in the 90s and stuff. While my friends were listening to them, I remember hearing it all the time. I never owned the CD. I was into hip hop back then, you know. But all my friends were into it. I didn't hate it. I heard it, you know. Like it never really. I don't know. Like I don't know the names of the songs. I just hear it now, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know Tool. You know, I remember looking at the cases and stuff. But
I think my favorite song by Tool is Reflections. It's like 11 minutes long, but it's all based around Danny Carey's drums.
Yeah.
And I want to say, I need to fact check this while I'm saying this, but I want to say that Tool does a lot of their music by math. Like they figure it out in mathematical equations.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard something like that too once already.
Let's see if I can find it.
They even said some of the way Danny sets up his drums is supposed to be in some kind of like sequence or something like that.
Yeah, the mathematics of it's lateralis.
Oh, okay.
It's
Maynard's vocals are set up that way too, or like the whole musical sheet spread.
I'm not sure. I'm just looking to see if I can find something that's like, oh, I just knocked you over. I'm just looking to see if I can find something quick on it.
Yeah, it's still interesting.
Okay. The music is equal parts art and mathematics. However, some bands take this relationship to an extremely fascinating depth, which would be lateralis, and it deals heavily with metaphysical themes built upon mathematical structures, such as the Fibonacci sequence.
No.
So,
wow. Mathematicians.
Yeah. Oh, Sunday's here.
Uh-oh.
Built on mathematical trouble, such as the Fibonacci sequence. Oh, I gotta turn my computer off.
Oh,
so.
Wow. Mathematicians.
Yeah. Oh, Sunday's here.
Uh-oh.
Built on mathematical trouble. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh, I gotta turn my computer off.
Oh.
So my phone is lagging. Oh, I'm gonna reset the stream. Built on mathematical trouble. Uh-oh.
Hi, beautiful. Is this working? There you are. How you doing?
Can you guys hear me?
Nope. Yeah, of course I can. I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I had to reset the stream because my sound was bouncing and I don't know where it was bouncing from. Oh, I can't hear you, Sunday.
Yeah, your volume's gone.
Our volume is up and it's on default on my end. And our connection is good. I'm gonna go grab my headphones because I'm still echoing.
That's what it is then, eh? I'm the only one that's professional here. Jeez. Thank you.
I make it look like I know what I'm doing.
I think that's all of us. I think that's all of us. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Okay. No more echo. No, still can't hear you. Do you want to try resetting your stream? Reset your stream. See if that works. Oh, that's a really long message.
It's somebody's book. I found.
Oh, wow. That's
You
really
know,
loud.
the million rhyme books I got in my house. Oh, a pile of them.
Holy.
Oh, scary. Just me, just me, just me. Interview myself. So,
Yeah.
why are you
Yes.
so good looking? What can you say? Oh.
Can we hear you now? No. Fuck. Why can't we hear you? We had the same trouble last time. Try default
I can't hear
on
you.
the settings.
What? What?
You're going the wrong way. Yeah, try defaulting your settings. Or is your microphone plugged in all the way? Your headphones, I mean. I fucking suck at technology, man. No. See, if we don't have a fuck up during our show, we don't have a good show. Nothing. That sucks. Well, while we're waiting for her to come back and hopefully with sound, you had mentioned royalty.
Oh, yeah, royalty. Travis Fleming.
Do you want to continue on with what you were saying and kind of elaborate a little bit more on him?
I'm stoned. That's you. Okay. Yeah, royalty was the only one that could rap better than me. But yeah.
Go on.
Well, after he left the first time, it was funny because I rapped with his brother. We had a group called Nevlev, and we used to perform that at Crocs too all the time. And my buddy Inalev, it's actually Royalty's younger brother, and we did that for a couple of years. And then wow, a couple other bands in there, lots of material. Just yeah. And then after about 10 years, I remember T came back. I think he was living out in Winnipeg or Nanaimo. I can't remember, but he ended up coming back, and we just had to do the second Yes Man album. So we always stuck to this group of just me and him rapping, and they were usually over my beats. I think the second album, we reached out to other people, so I was only like 20% of the production. But this new album, I do 100%, I believe. Yeah, every song off the new album is my production. Just wanted to keep that because, like I said earlier, when I ended up learning how to make a computer, I went crazy with making beats. I ended up like making 7,000 of these fucking like weird instrumentals. I think like half of them are shit. I don't know. I call them shit beats. I don't even care, but they're like my instrumentals. I've had to like, you know, like freestyle over or just do whatever I want, play with. You know, anytime we made a song, we didn't have to outsource for other material. You know, just boom, it's look through my big list and see what you like, you know. So, but yeah, Yeah, so we'd always do these Yes Men albums, and we actually had a song called Eraserhead. And Eraserhead, what it was I was just like, well, why don't we have like everyone? Because we want people to promote it, but you know, like not to be mean or nothing, but people are like self promoters and shit like that. Everyone wants to put out their own shit, and that's okay, you know, because you're the only one trying to help yourself out, even though. And I was like, let's put everyone in the fucking song. Everyone that we can get in like the city that wants to be in the song, we're not going to say no to. I don't care if you don't like them or whatever the problem is, how shitty they are. It's like, who cares? Who are you to say they're shitty? I want them in the song. You know, if they want to be in the song, they can be in the song. We called it Eraserhead, and there's like close to like 57 people on the first track. I think it was pretty big, like just rappers, kids first time rapping and stuff like that. And we did a couple of those over the years. It obviously went down in numbers. It wasn't like as big as the first one. Like I think the fucking third song had only like 15 people in it or something. But we never continued that one on the new album. But that's why we put a lot of people on the album. You know, like that's why there's so many. I think it was T's initial. I don't want to say that was his initial plan, but it almost seemed like he knew what he was doing. With that said of him passing away, I'm sorry. But, you know, I know he was planned in that. He was smarter than that, you know, like as sad it is, you know, like I think he was smart enough to do, because he came back, he recorded an album with Big Bear at Winnipeg, and then he came back and hung out with me and his family and recorded an album with me and all the people here. And then, you know, like all before he left, you know, like us and stuff. And, it almost seemed planned out, so I couldn't just let the album sit there like that. You know, I had to continue on and put it out, and I'm very grateful and happy birthday to the 20th anniversary of Han Solo Records. Actually, it's their birthday today. Happy birthday, Han Solo!
Cool, happy
Records.
birthday!
I think I gave you their link too, or an album link.
Yep. But and
Han Solo Records.
Their link in the title.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yes, I believe it is their birthday today, so
right on.
Wish them a happy birthday.
Well, that's awesome. We haven't had a birthday show in a while, not since February. So right on. Yeah. So now we have a first and a birthday today. Right on.
Yeah.
I'm in. I don't know what happened to Sunday. She never came back. I don't know what was going on with her sound, but maybe she'll come back.
Yeah.
So you had mentioned that there was quite a few people that you had put on this album. Do you want to mention some of them?
No. Fuck them.
All of them?
No, they're all my friends. I love them all. There's a lot of them, and that's funny. Yeah. That you say that. I didn't know what to say at first. So. That's my first response. You know? This is shit I do.
So. Yeah, and I don't think before I speak, so it's a surprise for both of us sometimes.
Oh, I'm a freestyle fucking asshole. I've been doing it for like 2 decades now, just making people freestyle as soon as they walk through the door, and then showing them I can do it better. It's made improvising really fun. Nice. I'm a very fun probably person.
Right on.
Or probably fucking everyone hates me, but I'm pretty stoned right now, I must admit.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I'm going to bring Sunday in.
I didn't even smoke nothing. That was all you, just being in the same room. Shit.
Same room, 6 hours away.
Yeah.
Can we hear you now?
It's my first time doing this, man. I didn't know you could get stoned. Scary shit.
Contact time?
Yeah.
Can we? No, we can't hear you.
Blowing my whistle.
Can't we hear you?
Get the fuck out of here.
This is bullshit.
Do you want to hear more story or what?
Sure.
Until we can hear Sunday?
Yeah, so we can figure her out. Sure, definitely.
Okay, well, at that time, Royalty, probably, here, let me think. Yeah. He bounced to Winnipeg, met a guy named Big Bear. And they, you know, Big Bear had a label going called Deep Cave Records. And Royalty joined in and stuff like that. And I was still here in Thunder Bay doing the single daddy thing, you know, so I wasn't traveling all around the country and shit like that. The kid was still young. And like my son's 22 now. So I've had like
Okay.
full custody of him since he was 2 years old. So
Right.
20 years now, you know, like, so I've like had to like stay home, be a good boy for at least the first, you know, like 11.
Yeah, I
And
can
then he was like
identify with
old
that.
enough to be like, you know, go with his grandmother or his friends, you know, and I could
Mhm.
go and do stuff. And so
Yeah.
I had to get reacquainted to like partying and stuff. So, you know, I went out, I toured lots, and we started doing a lot of music and a lot of shows, and I probably drank a lot and got a lot of weird stories through all those times. But
Mhm.
shit, now I'm fucking 43, so it's just like doing the music now and working, and you know, like the music's just to soothe my soul. It's what I do, you know. It's what I'm naturally good at, so
Mhm.
that's what I do. And I don't expect everyone to like what I do, but that's all right, you know. Like
No, but
I
it's
do it
not
for the
about
fun of me.
everybody
Yeah,
else.
I do it for the fun of me, and I love everyone else that does music too. Like if anything, I
Yeah.
feed off of it. But
Yeah. No, if I did everything to please everybody else, I'd be miserable and fucking
yeah.
exhausted.
Well, that's the way me and
I.
Rob were. That's the name why the Yes Men, because we yesed
Yeah.
everyone. We didn't care how
Yeah.
shitty you were. If you just like believed in yourself and you want to fucking
Yeah.
do it, we yesed you, and that's why we were the
Yep.
Yes Men. And everyone was like, "Oh, you're the Yes Men." We're like, "Yeah, right with fucking Yes Men, man." Because we
Mhm.
even yes you, saying no to us. But
Yeah. Well,
y'all got
and
the
life's a
right,
lot
man.
more
I don't
fun
care.
when you say yes.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I said this on the show quite a few times. A few years ago, I had 2 heart attacks that landed me in the hospital for
Oh,
over a month, and I almost died. And
I'm sorry to
when I
hear
got
that.
in the when I got out of the hospital, like I had to learn how to walk, and I had to
Really?
learn like how to. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually
Well,
have the blood disorder
cheers on you.
that.
You're strong. You're stronger than the rest of us. Fuck.
Well,
For being able to do that, though, man. Fuck. Man, a lot of people can't do that. Good on you, hon.
I I got 2 babies. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're a strong mom.
I don't do it for me. I do it for them. You know,
Yeah. 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 And you don't have
I
a choice
mean,
after that. Yeah, I
no,
know.
exactly. You know, and it was funny because like I was fucking miserable. I did things I didn't want to. I was shitty with my health. I
Mm,
smoked a pack a day, a quarter a day. I drank a
mm,
pot of coffee a day.
mm.
I didn't eat properly. I was
Oh, I don't do
probably
any of that
close to
shit.
200
I'm doing
pounds.
everything you're saying, but add 400 pounds.
Well, I was in a fucking terrible marriage. I just like life.
Oh.
I wasn't happy. I was doing everything I
Yeah.
didn't want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Exactly.
I wasn't putting my writing, the love of the things I did that I love. I wasn't putting any of that stuff first. And I got out of the hospital in October of 2018. February of 2019, February 1st of 2019, I woke up and went, fuck this. I've
Mm-hmm.
had enough. I took my kids and the $90 I had in my pocket and I left. And I started
Well,
my whole life over.
okay.
And I started working in a bar and I went back to school for business and bar management and I started writing full time
Holy
again.
shit. Good
And I
on
put
you.
out another book and I moved into my own home and I take
Okay.
care of my kids and got full custody on my own.
Yeah.
And, they see their dad here and there now, things are
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
with him, but
Yeah. I would never knock I never tried to
it's not
stop the mother.
easy,
She just never ever
but, and
tried, man. Fuck. I don't know. It's really weird.
well,
It's
and
a
some
weird
people just,
situation,
they
but
have it in them and some people don't,
oh
and,
yeah.
and the thing is like, I never wanted to be fucking miserable again. And ever since I decided that, yes, I was going to, yes, I was going to write full time. Nobody was happy about it. My mother
Mm-hmm.
hated the fact that I was putting writing full time, right? Because that meant that I had to go on assistance and I had to do this and I had to do that. And I had to do what was right for my kids. I wanted to show my kids that they could do whatever the fuck they wanted. Like they came into my hospital room and said goodbye to me because I wasn't supposed to live. And now we have our own home, we have a car, we travel, we do whatever we want whenever we want because that's what we're born to do. That's what we're designed to do. Instead of trying not to die for the rest of my life, because I don't know if I'll wake up tomorrow. We all have a 50-50 chance of living or dying every single day, but I'm more aware of it than everybody else.
Oh shit!
And
No. Fuck,
everybody's been trying not to die for this last year, and I've been out living. you know, and a
Oh,
lot of people
yeah.
don't like hearing that because like I'm basically allergic to infections. I like a cold could kill me, COVID could kill
Oh,
me,
shit,
pneumonia could
well,
kill me, a tiny cut on my finger, a paper cut could fucking kill me. You know what I
I've been
mean? So I'm just
essential,
gonna
man.
live.
I've been essential. I haven't been fucking stopped working at all, and I like go through like dirty coveralls from all the mines and the fucking
Yeah.
whole city.
Yeah,
I
and I
gotta
bet
make
your
sure there ain't
immune
ranches
system's
in the
better
fucking
than anybody's
pockets.
on the planet, man.
So
You
I'm
know,
pretty
like,
immune to that shit.
well, and that's it, you know, and we got to live instead of try not to die. And so many people are trying not to die. They're fucking miserable. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not part of the 99%,
I'm not.
the survival
I'm
rate,
not
but
mad at them. I'm not mad at them. I'm just, like it's sad, sad. But a lot of people are also addicted. That's sad. Fuck,
well,
a lot of shit to be sad about. That's actually that's in part of my music. It's kind of weird. You'll never hear me do a song about like how what do you call it, like hard it is or anything like that. I'll do songs about taking a fucking shit in your house before I'll do a song about how hard it is and the struggle of being, because man, there's people fucking dying or starving and shit like that. And how the fuck am I going to tell you my stupid ass story? Like where
hard's a
I'm even
mindset though.
where I even go through some shit. But people even told me, oh, you should talk about your life, because what, as a single fucking father that did hip hop and shit like that, sure, I probably got a story, but I ain't gonna fucking
It's
sing about that shit. I don't know. Like the only time I ever try and do that, I do like some kind of uplifting songs, but like I don't try and get into me. Like what happened to me. Why? Like.
Well, I mean, perception's important, right?
Well,
And knowing where you come from to get to where you are is one
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So I don't hate when people do it. I just don't
No.
understand it for me, because my music's more of a trail of where I want to be. You know what I mean? Like what I enjoy, what I want to hear. It's almost comedy to me. It's my
Right.
step from reality almost. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's my escape. Like so I it's just always what I've enjoyed more. Like I would
Well,
rather go off on some like tear. Like I remember rhyming a whole song. Well, what was it? Or I did two of them on my first album. Rhymed the whole song with the guy's name, and I did it like, what was it, like 127 times without repeating myself. And
cool.
yeah, let me see what I'm finding.
I don't know. I think hard's a mindset though. Like it's not relative. What's hard to you isn't hard to me, and some things that are hard to me aren't hard to you. But I think it's also conditioning. Like we're conditioned to believe that things are hard, and therefore life is hard. Life's not, it's not what it could be. When I was in the hospital, I had to condition myself to believe that everything was easy because I had to live stress free. And now, because I conditioned myself to believe that everything is easy, a good portion of the things that I go through are easy, but it took some training, right? Because you
Oh
spend
yeah,
a
of
lot of
course,
time
yeah,
around people
yeah,
who are
yeah.
like, oh, you can't do that. You can't make a living on writing. You can't, you
Oh,
can't,
you
you
can't
can't. And
listen
it's
to
like,
other
fuck
people
you to
though.
tell me
You
you
know
can't.
that.
Yes, I can, you
You know
know?
you can't listen to other people.
Well, and that's exactly it. Hard is,
Yeah.
and that's why I say hard is a mindset, because some people believe that things are hard because they do listen to other people. They give so much of a shit about what other people think that they don't get the opportunity to think what they think or experience what they think, I guess. We think a lot or we have people that think one way and they act another way because they think that's the way that they're supposed to be, versus just being the way that they want to be because they're worried about what other people think, and they never make it through life comfortably or doing things they love or anything like that.
Again,
I've
yeah.
taken so many risks since I've been sick that it's been 2.5 years, and I'm happy after these 2.5 years, whereas
I spent years trying to help people understand shit like that, and I actually took a break before the whole pandemic. I remember cutting myself off to people because I was losing my fucking mind, and I just needed a break, and with working and everything, I was just like, I don't have the energy, when I first started working heavy and labor and shit, and I mean, now I'm used to it, but you know, the pandemic and stuff. So at least I got back into making music and stuff. But
well, I mean, it's been hit or miss for a lot of people. I know myself. I lost 2 of my jobs, but I also gained this, and I put a book out. I've started 17 other books. You know, so like I've started some daredevil adventures, and I've been learning some new things. So, I think it's hit or miss for people. Like you were saying that you're essential. So on top of going to work every day and getting back into music, how has it been for you?
it's been brutal. Well, it's just been work. Well, my work turned down maybe a few hours, but it's been all the same. It's just like they had me pulling mats out of the changing mats in the hospital for a while. So I had to be like in protective gear and stuff, and I had to go through all that, which wasn't fun. You know, just different jobs, so that kind of stuff. Being out in public. But I work in a factory, you know, in my own little section, other than fixing the washers and stuff like that, and maintaining the washers or dryers. I don't know. I guess I'm just grateful that I had a job through that. I know some people, you know, had businesses and stuff they lost. You know, that's why I didn't even really want to talk about having a job too much. But I just feel bad for other people that are going through a lot worse things than I am. And, you know, if I'm doing this bad, then, you know, I know some people are doing worse. And I feel bad for them, you know. Because I'm usually good mentally and stuff like that, and even myself through all this shit of, you know, question stuff, and, you know, like felt crazy or question life itself and shit. I'm getting old, you know. What am I going to be, 43 this year? I was born in 1978. Shit. Oh, the youngest baby of 3 boys and a single mama. And we had lots of music around our house and stuff, but I was the first one that turned to hip hop. Yeah, there's guitars in the whole family and drum set in the living room and shit. But Chad starts listening to Vanilla Ice and, you know, like a Naughty by Nature, Run DMC and shit. And, play basketball. And, you know, I was like a little wigger back in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, oh Jesus.
Early 90s and shit like that. But then I was a dad at 20, man, and fuck, and then I used hip hop pretty much to get me through that. To tell you the truth, like my son was in the other room for almost everything I recorded. So up to now, he's just a floor above me. So.
My little girls are usually in the house somewhere when I'm doing my interviews, or on the playground while I'm sitting at the park, or sitting next to me while I'm writing, and I homeschool them.
This is his mic and his computer.
Yeah, you were saying
he's
that you're in his room.
That I'm taking over his room. Oh shit!
Dad's first interview.
Yeah, so we had to get everyone on the album. I'm sorry I didn't give anyone a shout out, but I'm not gonna do it now. Yeah. I'll shout out DK Records.
That's so good. I like how we're bouncing back and forth to stuff.
Han Solo. What else did I got here? Shout out to me. Nevamind.
Yeah.
You should get that one in there.
Yeah.
Nev, you.
We'll tag him later.
Nev, you sexy motherfucker. I'm gonna see you later. So good. So you keep the confidence up.
Yeah. Yeah. So right on. Well, it's been good so far. It's definitely been a good interview so far. Sunday was the one who hooked us up with you. So, like, how do you guys know each other? Is it just because you guys live in the same area or same circle, or?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was in a group with Sleep Clinic there for a while. I had some when T left the second time, I think, or maybe the second time. I got these kids that were just performing before us at shows. They were named Sleep Clinic, 2 guys. And when I got with their group, I actually knew one of the guys' baby mothers and asked, can she be in the group too? And we ended up making a 4-man group with a woman, and we called it Sleep Clinic. We ended up having a few videos on my Deep Cave Records, Deep Cave YouTube website. There's about 11 videos up there with Sleep Clinic or some, your dad. I did a lot of videos there for that time, and we were touring, doing lots of shows and shit. And Sunday Wild was doing lots of shows. We ended up doing a couple shows together, 1 or 2 shows, and that's how we met. And I like people, and she's a good person, and she's hot. Don't tell her I said that, but
She's watching. So.
I know she's watching. What? That's how this works. What the shit?
What do you mean we're live?
That's what live means.
Ah, fuck.
I'm gonna have to get tested for this.
There's no do-overs on the Boneyard.
Should I be wearing a mask? I don't know what's going on.
No.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's definitely been a time. It's too bad that TJ didn't get the opportunity to jump in. He was looking forward to tonight, but
no, I think he's right hot too.
Is.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Missed out on all that eye candy.
Yeah. That's okay. Y'all are stuck with me. It is what it is.
Oh, you're beautiful. Shut up. Oh.
That's funny.
I'm wrecking my kid's chair.
So, is there anything that we haven't covered that you want to talk about?
Just yeah, there'll be more on the way. I got you the album links and all the links and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I've got them all up in the title of the show, and then TJ usually takes care of the social media for the Boneyard, but I'll make sure that any of the links that you sent to me, I will post up on the page as well.
Yeah. That's all good. No more questions or nothing? Or
well, do you have any merch?
Do I have any merch? No. Oh, I don't actually. Oh, I have CDs. I got physical copy CDs.
That's merch.
Yeah, I got the Yes Men album for sale.
Okay. And can we contact you directly, or is there an email address? Now I'm being nosy. I want to know everything.
There's a Nevamind, a deep cave at gmail.com.
Okay. All right. Perfect. How'd you come up with the name? Oh, Sunday has a question for you. Okay. But in the meantime, how did you come up with the name?
Seriously, it's I just, when I was a lot younger, I always had like I always called myself Mind Bender at first when I first started rapping, and I just like I changed it to Nevamind because people were always asking, "Hey, what's your name?" And I just wanted to fuck with them. I was like, "Nevamind, what my name is," and it would confuse them at first. And I was like, I'm keeping it, man." So. And that was like 20 years ago or more. So like, yeah, fuck, it's been a while, but it's been a trip. There's been some good stories in there. I got some crazy stories that I probably could tell on the show. Well, maybe next one, eh?
Well,
maybe
can
next
you
one
tell me the story of the song Mixtape?
Song Mixtape. Oh,
yeah.
Well,
Sunday wants to know.
It's kind of actually a run on a sad story. And we like as douchebags could be, did a song about douchebaggery, acting like we started the fucking fire from our fucking mixtape because our mixtape's hot fire. Like it was the worst thing. It was the worst shocking joke ever. I was like, oh man, I didn't even want the song to come out, to tell you the truth. But I guess I ain't scared. It's fucking funny too. It was a bad joke. But it still ended up being a beautiful piece of artwork. You know what I mean? Like, so it was weird. That was like me and T, man. We love shocking stuff. Like we would literally hang out and look for the shittiest rapper. Like we would before we'd hang out so that we could show each other. Like almost like a fucking rap off. Like, yeah, you got this, I got this. You know, like the shittiest like fucking or a guy like saying the wrong words or something, like, you know, and it sounds like he's talking about his balls or something. We would always show each other videos like this, and it's fucking so. I don't know, man. I was making bands, like changing my name, the pitch, like making the pitch all change and shit like that, and just straight fucking joke tracks, you know. And I would show him when he'd come over and shit like that. Like even with artists, before we'd record songs, I would make them do a ridiculous fucking song over a karaoke track or something spontaneous, make them sing over it like, bah, 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 like let their voice go. I would even do it with them to try and get their confidence out and do that shit. You know what I mean? But that would help so much in the vocal booth afterwards. Because, you know, you get a fucking stiff little guy in there. He's all scared, you know, his first time or whatever, second time or whatever, 100th time. They still get fucking scared, you know, like so there's certain people. And so, you know, you would like try and butter them up before anything happens because you've been done this game and this fucking walk a million times. So I would always just do that shit. Just, you know, sing the songs about fucking candy bars and shit like that over like fucking Taylor Swift beats and shit like that, and record this shit. We'd listen back to it, and I'd be like, "Okay, now you gotta lay down your verse," you know, like, and I'd sing all like a fucking psychopath and shit like that. And I saved some of these, so yeah, I don't think I'd ever put them out, man. I fucking crazy. But I've listened to some of the shit T's even on it. It's like fucking weird names and shit. I don't want to put it out. It's like, whew. Woo! Woo! You have to pay me for that shit, man. It's fucking put a wig on. Fucking that's some fame. That's some fucking money right there. That's some bank. That shit's good. Fire, hot fire.
That's hilarious.
So yeah. Funny. Anyways, the song mixtape. Yeah, got recorded. It's a good track.
Right on.
Over awesome. weird fucking weird production of my choice.
Oh yeah, care to elaborate?
No, I just love sampling, because it's hip hop stuff. So I love to play and mix a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to. I'm trying to step away from that more. I got a lot of people playing instruments on my newer stuff because I don't know. I just love instruments better. You know, like I don't think I should be. The only reason I did the production is because I don't like asking people for shit. I'm one of those people. Like, I'll fucking do everything. And the only thing I need to do is someone to teach me how to fucking do something, and I'll fucking do it. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what YouTube University
is. I don't want
to
bother anyone and shit like that. I'll be your friend. I'll stand beside you. I'll be honest and proud about everything I do. But I just, you know, I'll probably won't ask you or ever take from you, you know, like fuck. But. And then life, yeah, so.
Right on. Okay, so where did you get that giant beer mug?
Oh, my son's got two of them. I think I have one downstairs, too, that I put coffee into because I drink way too much fucking coffee, like you said earlier.
Coffee and I are friends. We start hanging out around 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and we stop around 3:34, unless I have an interview. Then I coffee all the way through the interview too to keep me awake and coherent.
I've been only going through one thermos a day, but one every day. But
I tried stopping for a little while, and it wasn't like I tried it with no sugar and no milk, and because like I have to be careful about some of the stuff that I put in my diet.
Yeah.
So for a little while, I was just meats, fruits, and vegetables, and there was zero cheating. So instead of trying to drink coffee where it tasted shitty, I just didn't drink coffee at all. And that didn't go over well. So now I drink coffee again, and everybody in the house is happy with that decision.
Good.
So, but like I said, I don't drink anymore. I drank for 13 years, and this will be my 13th year sober. And
well, good on you.
I forget equally as much.
Yeah.
Pardon?
I said good for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't really care for drinking that much. Well, I like it. I can't lie. I like drinking, but I just don't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
So, and I understand a lot of people like, yeah, it's definitely a thing.
Yeah, it's I love it. I was after the buzz every time I drank. It wasn't like, I mean, I like the taste too, but that was just a bonus from the buzz, right?
Yeah.
So, and I wasn't good at balancing. I didn't know how to be a functioning alcoholic. I spent all kinds of money, and I was irresponsible, and you know, I was just a shitty fucking human when I drank.
Well, good, better, man.
And then I dropped to my knees. in the middle of a bar with 2 shots and 2 beers in my hand, and my kidneys failed.
Holy
I was
fuck.
25. Yeah, I was 25. My kidneys failed, so it was like I was done, you know. And it wasn't something that I had planned on doing or anything like that. So, like, after all these years of being sober, sometimes I still have a hard time believing that I don't drink. Like, I drank, my ex-husband and I drank so much when we quit that there was actually bets on which one of us would drink first. And it was up to almost $1,000 because people didn't believe that we would stay sober. And I've been sober 13, it'll be 13 years in August.
Yeah, good on you, Mom.
So,
Mama.
you know.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, I mean, life's a lot more fun. I still don't remember equally as much because I'm a pothead, but.
Yeah. Well, that's all matter. That's way better.
Well, I function, I'm able to function. I'm able to raise my kids and homeschool them and write and, podcast and do all the things that I do. And so,
you're able to keep your
well,
eyes open.
you know what it's like. You're a
sleeping.
single parent. You just have to do things that you don't know if you're capable or not until you finish doing them.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I surprise myself all the time. They make me do some crazy shit I'm not qualified for all the fucking time, man. Shit. But I learn, right? Because who else can fucking do it? So.
Well, and that's it, and like sometimes they need things from you, and sure, you can be like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. But sometimes they're like, hey, I need this. And you're like, fuck, like I have to show you how to do this. And I have no idea what I'm doing. And you kind of learn with them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, everyone's taught me, man. I'm a student. Everyone I've ever met has taught me something.
Well, only a fool thinks they know everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So, who did the artwork on your arm?
A friend of mine, Chad Gilbert.
That's good.
Yeah, I just wanted something different than anyone. I wanted to market tats. The Nevamind. I was, getting a whole sleeve. I got some Deep Cave, the whole Deep Cave logo.
Nice.
Fucking Ghetto Blaster. We got fucking
sick.
Breaker. It's gonna be sick when it's done. But
right on. Yeah, my left arm is empty. My right arm is almost full.
I'd have more.
A little bit of space left.
I'd have more if I had. I'd have more if I had the time and the money, like I was fucking doing it before. But
I find it's the time for healing along with the money.
I got priorities for my money, and one of them ain't fucking tattoos right now, and it sucks.
Yeah, I've got one of my artists is like, both my artists have been my friends for fucking 30+ years.
Shit. Yeah, I'd be covered if I had a friend. Holy fuck, that'd be gross.
Well, my one of my artists sponsors me, so when he has time, he does my artwork for me. And the other one just started, so I gave him my arm to practice. So it's actually worked out well for me. One sponsors me, and the other one practices on me. So
shit. You got friends. Shit.
Fuck yeah.
Damn, I wish I had some of those, man.
So, well, one I went to elementary school with, and we didn't get along in elementary school. And in grade 9, somebody was picking on me when we started high school, and he went and punched them out. And ever since then, we've been friends, like really close friends. And he did a bunch of my artwork for me. And then when he did the artwork on my chest, he decided to sponsor me. So now he does my work when he has time. He does my work.
Nice.
And my other friend just started.
Wish I was that sexy. Get sponsored.
So well,
shit, nobody wants to sponsor me. Shit, I gotta fucking pay people to come near me, not cross the street. Shit.
Well, I'm in and out of mosh pits, and I'm on the internet pretty much every single day, and I'm on YouTube and stuff like that, and. He's been tattooing for a long time, so it's a nice way to advertise his artwork. And
you can explain to me. I understand.
Yeah, I get my relaxed time in. It's my therapy.
I still gotta find one though. Ink Daddy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's way cheaper than a therapist. That's for fucking sure, man.
Fuck yeah.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to ask you this question again, and then we'll move on. Yeah, I know. Twice in one night. Anything else you want to cover that I haven't asked you at all?
No. Thank you. Is this it? It's over.
I mean, the ride doesn't have to stop, but generally at some point it does.
Where's my balaclava? I'm taking this shit over. It's my show. Hold the knife to the screen. My show.
Oh, was that your papers with your logo on them? Can you hold them up?
Stab you with.
I've got I mean, if we're playing this game.
Oh, you got yourself covered. See, my plan just fell to shit there. It's over already.
It's myself. Oh, hang on. I got this beside me too.
Yeah, a pen right beside that. I grabbed the papers. That's how strategic I was. And did all the damage with those. Urgh.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you're a ninja. You got everything there. Nobody fucking with you. Cut somebody out.
In a house full of women, we need to know how to protect ourselves.
Yeah, true.
The first thing I did was make sure that my little girls knew how to protect themselves. So we have random shit all over the house that you ain't getting past them.
Sexy.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I can't throw a baseball, but I can throw a knife.
I got fucking dangerous weapons here too, man. Don't worry about that. Oh, look at you.
My king size. I think they're king size. Yeah, they're king size.
Just depending on whoever walks my house, I'll just start taking all my clothes and be like, okay, let's do this. I'll be the fuck out of there. Sorry, Ramos! Get over here!
They call the cops.
Yeah. I had one guy walk in. I was naked once. Fucking funny. I had to throw a plate at him and punch him in the head. I ended up breaking my screen door. And then he smashed it with my fucking snow shovel, and I was naked. I felt all the glass hit me. I had to look at my girlfriend. I'm like, is this happening right now? Because I guess when we got home, I left my keys in the fucking door. And then the next day, we like came down from upstairs and we were like fucking on the couch. And I was on top of her naked. Our clothes were all upstairs. All I had on was a fucking condom. And this guy comes walking in through my front door. And, you know, that's probably the reason why she left me. My house is too crazy. But this guy came in through my front door and we were like, get the fuck out of here. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, is this really happening? I had to get up. I fucking threw a plate at him. And, you know, like I punched him a couple times. I threw him through the fucking door and down the stairs. I started going outside, realized it's fucking 12 o'clock. My neighbor's outside. I got a condom half hanging off my cock. I'm like naked. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know, like my girlfriend's crying behind me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I turn around. I had to go back inside my house, and he throws the shovel at the door that's hanging off the fucking screen door, and it hits all the glass, shatters down my back. I've got fucking bare feet. There's glass all over the fucking floor now. So I'm just pissed. I want my shoes, you know, like guard my feet. A fat guy with glass in his feet sucks, man. Sucks. Because you can't reach your feet to get the glass out your feet. You can, but it's just fucking strenuous. You know what I'm saying? Didn't like glass. I was like, but yeah. This guy ended up taking off in his car. Anyways, you know, good. That's all that needs to be said of the story, but fucked up story. So that's why I talk about getting naked now when I fight someone, because I actually had it happen once. So now I just do that, you know. You would get myself going, work myself up and stuff. Yeah, you're gonna like this guy. I'll be like, what the fuck? I don't want to fight this guy. What if I lose?
Yeah, but nobody wants to fight a naked guy. It doesn't work like that for us.
Especially if I think we're gonna fuck too.
Yeah,
Winner gets the
it doesn't
ox?
work like that for us. We have to put more stuff on in order to fight
Yeah, no.
and make them run away.
I just fart
So.
usually and say, you can marinate in that shit, man. Yeah, sure, you kicked my ass, but you had to smell my fart the whole time doing it. So fuck.
Who's the real loser here?
Who's the real loser, buddy? Smell your clothes. Yay. Reppity. Step in my shoes.
Jesus. This has by far been one of the most fun interviews I've done in a long time. Definitely.
Thank you.
It's been a blast.
First.
No, thank you.
I hope
It's
I'm not
been
doing
fantastic.
Okay.
So, yes. And on that note, I'm going to close this interview off, keep you to myself for a minute, and then we'll be on our way for the evening.
Alrighty.
So thanks again. I greatly appreciate it. And on that